Welcome back to the battlefield of heroes and generals. And you're actually catching me as we are in France defending the area of Bazas against the German counterattack. Things haven't been going that well since we last spoke. The Germans have been pushing deeper into France, trying to repel the D-Day invasions, and we've been enduring heavy losses. I mean, things have not been going well, but we're trying to turn it around, and you're going to see in the gameplay, things are starting to look up a little bit. You're starting to see the full brunt of Allied might, and we're going to make some headway here. I'm actually trying out the Thompson machine gun, and I've got to say, it's probably not quite as effective as the PPSH, but as you can see, it does get the job done, high rate of fire, same problems with range, it's just not very good. You want to make sure that you've got your target lined up and you're ready to take care of business. And so I had pushed back farther. I got caught behind the lines here, and I had to make my way back into the fight. Now, don't worry, I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. The bikes are some of the funniest things. It's one of the funniest bits of locomotion in any game ever. One, you're riding it, so ooh, look at that, trick rider. Now you just ride so upright, and when people hop on the back of it, it just is so incredibly comical for being in the middle of a bloody war game. And so as you can see, we're trying to take out this piece of German armor that's pushed in, and we managed to take him out. I think about unlocking it here and seeing what we might be able to do, but we've got more armor and more vehicles coming into the area, so I figure that my time's better spent on the ground pushing some of these Nazis around a little bit. As you can see, that one piece of machinery just got taken out. I can actually hear a German firing from the woods here, and so I end up locating him. I end up taking him out. He's trying to get away from the grenade. So yeah, the Thompson's it's a really good gun. You do have to kind of get used to it. It does seem like it lags a little bit whenever you first start up. It's kind of like it accelerates, but it takes a second to catch up. And the Germans have taken this little farmhouse here where we're trying to capture, and there's a guy upstairs, and my buddy here has the grease gun. Idiot ended up throwing a grenade into the same room I was in. But he ended up running up there and getting taken out, so... Oh, yeah. Mystery man. So yeah, I'm digging the SMGs in this game. I do find that even with their range issues, that they are still the most dominant guns in the game. The other guns are really fun. The Gewehr, and I haven't had a lot of success with the K98, but I've only played with it a little bit. It's kind of different having to do a strictly bolt-action rifle. So I made my way across the river, and I'm trying to knock out these Nazis they're pushing back in on this farmhouse. They were pretty relentless there for a while. The big issue was I was hearing a lot of firing off in the distance. I knew that they were going to be coming up here pretty quick, so I wanted to make sure that I could get out of there and maybe try to flank them. So I ended up taking this motorcycle with the sidecar. You do have to unlock vehicles that are not yours. I'm not sure if I like that mechanic or not, but I get it. It really does kind of encourage you to specialize and purchase all the gear and the vehicles. Now here's somebody whistling for me. So I'm going back to get my buddy, and we actually start taking fire, and so we have to book it out of there really quick. Don't worry, Daddy's got you. So our main area across the bridge is starting to get some major pressure on it by the Nazis, and we're doing our best to push them back. But the big issue is that they were moving in with the half tracks, and those cause a really big problem, because if they can get in a good position, you are going to be completely suppressed. As you can see, they've actually pushed up with one here. One's on the gun, one's in support. Sit down. And this was just a lucky spawn. I feel kind of bad. I almost feel like I should apologize for it. And they were just not very good. This game can be pretty intense. You can see all the explosions, and you can hear all the explosions taking place around you. When you have maps where there are a lot of air support, you know, you've got that constant sensory, you know, experience where you can hear the planes buzzing overhead, and the planes are crashing and exploding, and it's a really great effect. Like I said, this game is really no joke for a free game. Found the guy hiding up in the top, trying to wait till his buddies could come. Riding in on his bike of death. And how I survived this, I have absolutely no idea. I'm fighting the urge to teabag him. And as you can see, I'm riding in to save the day on my bike. Ooh. So I know we're taking fire from over here at the bridge, but we have to be able to cap this particular location so we can move on to our next objective. I'm just waiting for someone to pop into the doorway. So as everybody clears out, I know that we have some pressure coming from the bridge, and everybody else is starting to back off. So I had to drop back and make sure that we cleared this bridge, or what was left of it. Got our AA gun. Ooh, if you look, you can see his body just go flying. Some of the physics for that kind of stuff are just pure insanity. Bodies just go flying like rag dolls everywhere. And they don't just fly, I mean, they literally fly. I mean, hundreds of feet in the air. You can see some major activity taking place. And I'm actually in that farmhouse that was just next door, but we were getting a lot of pressure from underneath. So I decided to flank him. Take him out. I gotta get it away from the grenade. Oh. And the horse you rode in on. So if you stayed with me this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back to see me for the next one. This has been your boy JumboBunny, and I am out of here, suckers.